Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. December 27th, I believe it is, maybe the 28th, 2021. Today, we're going to do a quick review on a rotel preamplifier. And what I had to do after making the first recording was go back and see how long it was going to take to upload to YouTube, and realized I had my video setting on something that was quite large. And I decided that it was going to take 12 minutes to upload a video. It was probably too much. So we want to try to reduce our carbon footprint a bit. And I shrunk it to like a still high def format, but I think it was a 1280 or something from 1980 or something along those lines. But anyway, we're going to try to wrap this up quicker than I did it last time even. So this is a rotel preamplifier, one of my favorite companies, and this is the model number rsp-980, and this is what they call a stereo preamplifier, or possibly a surround preamplifier and a processor, because we've got some Dolby some processing built in, as you can see by all various chips and whatnot on this preamp, that it's not a basic preamplifier, which goes against most of my feelings when it comes to two-channel listening. However, there are times when, if you did want to have this connected to your home hi-fi and listen to some movies, maybe even using a VHS player, you would still be able to get some five-channel listening in. And some decent old movie footage and sound out of something like this, because it will allow for multi-channel inputs. But one of my favorite things about this preamp is the motorized and lit volume knob. As you can see in the center, we've got a nice volume knob here, and our remote will be able to change that as I sit back here and hold the button. You'll be able to see your volume, at least from quite a ways away, which is a nice feature if you're going to be doing any listening at night, or if you're going to be doing anything on the couch and you're quite a ways from your stereo, and it may be behind a glass in a glass display of some sort, and it may be difficult to see. Not everyone can. So this makes it quite easy to see from far away. You can tell I'm down to about the 9 o'clock position, which is not going to wake your neighbors in the middle of the night. And if you happen to sit on your remote and you end up jacking this thing over to about the 9 o'clock position, you should even still be able to tell from quite a distance. The other thing that's commendable about this, about the features, is that you need a remote to run this sucker. Boy, I hate it when they do that. When I first got this, the remote was damaged. Somebody had left the batteries in for too long, and the remote had bit the dust. And this was locked in the Dolby Pro Logic mode. So for two-channel listening, like I prefer, this was not nice. And so it throws a bit of a haze over your recording or whatnot. I needed to get this back over to two-channel. Couldn't do it without the remote. I can't believe they can't access that function on the front panel. So I like everything about rotel, and always have for the most part, except for things like that. Gets my goat. Need the remote to run this bad boy, but once you do, you'll be happy. Reason that the cover is off this is because the motorized volume control was not working properly, and somehow I was able to get enough cleaning agent in that and a new remote, which was able to revive this volume control and able to run the power and run our inputs and mute button and things like that make it very handy to sit down in your favorite chair, watch a movie, listen to some music, be able to stop it when you need to, quiet things down, make it louder, change your inputs. You got to have a remote sometimes these days, and in this case, you absolutely need one. I'm going to put the cover back on this, and this is probably going to go up for sale because I think that for two-channel listening, I prefer a regular old two-channel amp. This is way too complicated for me. I do appreciate some of the some of the features, and I do appreciate the large transformer and the well-regulated power supply, and the sound that it delivers is quite nice. On the back you can see quickly multi-gold-plated inputs, pretty well done. It does have a regular power cord, and it's got a strange 25 DB25, I believe they call it. Proprietary type of cable that Rotel usually provides when you buy one of these that allows you to connect, say, a DVD player or something like that up to it. Have some multi-channel inputs via this one cable, and not something that I get involved with too often. I'm just generally using these as 2-channel preamps, but it's nice to have that opportunity if you do want to listen to some DVDs or some VHS tapes and things like that, some old school stuff, and still have a little bit of surround capability if you do want that. ProLogic is not really the surround parameter or codec of choice these days, but it can be a solution to allow you to at least hear some old recordings in multi-channel format. So here you have it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.